Senate rules Tuesday, March 25th, 2025, in the year of our Lord. All right, House members, I know we got a lot of y'all in here. If your bill is not on the yellow sheet, means it ain't ready, and I'll save you some time. You don't need to present today. So if you are on the yellow sheet, then congratulations. But just so everybody understands, we are still in the process of trying to get we still have a lot of department bills. Apparently, departments love y'all more than us because y'all brought us a lot of department bills, and so we're still trying to clear those out of the way so that it'll kind of open up the floodgates for the remainder of your bills. That being said, Chairman Rhodes, you have the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, House Bill 241, page 3, halfway down. This deals with earned wage access. We did not create any new code that Chairman Brass tried to last year. We kind of reworked what we have and basically characterize these as loans, which would allow them to charge up to $5 if they want their money or their paycheck immediately. 50% of it up to $500. If they want to wait 24 hours, the service is free. But if they want it immediately, right now they charge $2. They could charge up to $5, and that's the bill, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Got any questions besides what bill number?
241.
I know what bill number.
That wasn't me.
I was just saying I didn't want that question.
That wasn't me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Meeks, how you, sir?
I'm good, Mr. Chairman. How about you?
We're great.
Good.
Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be in your presence, Mr. Chairman. Page
Right.
2, middle of the page, House Bill 164 removes the sunset from House Bill 189 from 2 years ago.
Truck weights.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Figured Senator Beach would have a question, but he's thinking about money now. He doesn't have time to think about highways and bridges and roads anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Come on up.
Thank you,
That's
Mr. Chairman,
What we
members of
got?
the committee. I have HB 491, which is on, I think, the bottom of page 4. Fairly simple bill, I hope. The current law has a sunset of July 2025 in Section 1. All we're doing is extending that sunset to July 23rd for the air guns and air bows. And in Section 2, we are striking through the 2 types of catfish and making it any catfish.
Wow.
That's the bill.
Big bill. Any questions for Representative Chastain? We got one from Leader Gooch.
I believe this will be the representative's first bill. So,
Yes,
maybe we
sir.
need to-
First time here.
Can you tell us about the 2 types of catfish?
2 types of catfish would be the blue channel and the flathead, which are, most of the catfish are invasive catfish, so we're going to change that to the guys that like to bow hunt for catfish to any catfish.
Bow hunt. Catfish. Senator Rhett, you're recognized.
Yes. Do catfish spawn in the fall or in the springtime?
They spawn, but I'm not sure which one, sir.
Have you ever gone gigging for catfish?
I haven't.
Noodling, I'm sorry.
Noodling.
But you want us to support this bill?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay.
Chairman of Natural Resources, Senator Anderson has a question. Hold on.
Oh, I thought I was done.
Whoa,
Sorry
whoa,
about that.
Whoa.
I guess you don't want your bill, do you? What happened to the speckled catfish?
Ooh, good question.
Well, speckled trout, but I'm not sure about the speckled catfish.
It is speckled
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
Might
He's
need to
chairman.
do-
He's chairman of Natural Resources. He
I
would
know,
know. I wouldn't
yes, sir.
argue
might
with him on
need to do a little bit
catfish.
more homework.
Thank you.
Do you know what's the scientific name of the catfish?
I'm not sure.
Look it up.
Yep.
You might want to look it up. Senator Albers, chairman of Public Safety, and catfish could be a problem to our safety of our public.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did you get elected back in the fall, Representative? Is that right?
No, sir.
Well,
2023.
wow, 2023, and this is your first bill?
I've had some bills, but this is the first one for this far, yes, sir.
When you ran for election, did you run on the catfish bill? Was that your number one priority?
Actually, I didn't. I ran on less governments.
Oh, hey.
We appreciate that. Is this creating more government, though?
Yeah.
It is? How do you explain that back home?
Well, we like to catfish back home, so.
Throw off the fish. I got nothing else.
Any other questions? Mr. Treasurer, any questions from you? Mr. Treasurer, you need to get used to answering to that. I was just checking. All right, Mr. Treasurer does not have any questions for you. Consider yourself lucky.
Appreciate it.
Good bill, good bill.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Lieutenant Governor's floor leader in the House,
That's it.
Mr. Ridley. How are you, sir?
Good. How about y'all today?
Great.
I got House Bill 551. I don't have a yellow page, so I don't know exactly where it is on there, but it's on there somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And what we're doing with this is kind of curb the illegal use of the TOPS tags and used car dealer tags that people are riding around with. This has been about a 5-year process. Worked with DOR, worked with used car dealers, and got a bill that everybody's in approval of.
Any questions for the author? This could be his first bill
This year,
for now. Today.
today,
No,
no.
just today. All right.
right.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Representative Ballard, you may join us. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I have House Bill 307, and it is on the sheet. I'm not sure where. What this bill does, it removes some outdated language of programs and curricula that do not align with our new science of reading standards. And it creates the structure and composition of the Literacy Coach Coordination Committee and pushes out the sunset date for the Literacy Council.
Department bill? No.
Sure.
Good answer. Good answer. You can tell she used to be a teacher. She's got that classroom voice. It projects. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't think we have any questions.
Okay.
Great job.
Thank you. Chairman Hickman will be carrying it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Representative Kelly, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee.
Have you stayed out of trouble today? That's all that matters.
Tried my best.
All right. Days Young, that's right.
I have,
Go
I have the bottom two bills on page 2. House Bill 196 is a bill aimed at fixing some of the nefarious practices through our PBMs as it relates to our state health benefit plan, help put our independent pharmacies on a strong footing.
No questions?
House Bill 199 is one I've been here to see y'all about before. It changes our judicial security initiatives and how we protect personally identifiable information as it relates to our judges. Has a savings to the state of about $150,000 annually.
Any questions? New questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.
Representative Reeves, how are you today, sir?
Doing great, Chairman Brass and
Glad
members
to have
of
you back.
Great to be back. House Bill 270 is a bill that places Georgia back in the position it was for 2024 court decision. This says that evictions can continue to be served by a private process server like has been done for a long time. There was a technical issue that the courts found that this bill fixes for the benefit of our property owners and our court system. House Bill 270.
All right.
And
Any questions? All right, you got another one?
And I previously requested House Bill 579, the joint Senate blue ribbon professional licensing bill, so I won't talk any more about it, but would be
All right.
honored to have that one move on.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whoa. Got a question. Late arriving question. Senator Rapp.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did you know that the chairman has the authority to evict people from this meeting?
I hope to not be one of those, but definitely Chairman Brass, I would think, could
So
evict folks out.
your bill doesn't extend to
I've
that.
only
It would allow him to
one.
use a private process server to let him know that.
I've only evicted one, and that was because he was eating in here. But he's back now.
Thank you.
Representative Yerda.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is something y'all heard last week. House Bill 484 allows the Georgia law books to be published in digital or hard copy form. Maintaining the digital option can improve accessibility and is important as it becomes difficult or to find a cost-effective publisher.
Any questions? Got some.
These are the gray books.
All right. I don't think we got any questions. Thank you, Representative Yerda.
Thank you.
Representative Corbett, how are you, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have two bills for you on the fourth page, very top two, 351 and 371. 351 is a department bill, EPD, and what we seek to do with this bill is just to clarify for local governments their roles and responsibilities in permitting and clarify for the public their opportunities to participate in these local government processes, and then we also specify for EPD responsibilities for reviewing local government approvals and verifications. And that's the main thing we're doing with House Bill 351.
Okay. No questions?
All right,
You got another one?
House Bill 371, which is the second one on the fourth page.
Right.
What we're doing with this, two things. We're increasing the state's maximum authorization for capital outlay funding from $300 million to $375. Two reasons for this. Last year, we added pre-K to the funding formula, so that increase in the number increases the need for more. And also, this has not been increased since 2007. Inflation the construction costs have went way up. So that's the two reasons for the increase there. And the second thing we're doing with this bill, we had an amendment in committee that was brought to us by our pro tem of the Senate. Great amendment. It is basically just include where any school that includes a playground, it needs to be not just ADA accessible. Let me read what I've got here. Make sure I get it
No,
right.
you're good. Any questions? No questions.
It's a great bill. I wanted to use the pro tem's words instead of mine. But anyway.
We don't use his words around here.
Thank you for your favorable consideration.
I said we don't use your words around here. Representative Dickey, how are you doing
I'm well,
today?
thank you,
Can't
Mr.
talk.
Chairman. I'd like to, the committee to consider HB 495. It's at the bottom of page 4. It simply moves the Center for Rural Innovation and Prosperity from being attached to USG and moves it over to the Department of Ag. Same budget, same board, same governance. Nothing changes, it's just attachment to a different agency.
Is this do you have approval from both departments?
What?
Is there approval from both departments?
Yes.
Agencies?
Department of Ag.
Is it a double department bill?
What?
Is it a double department bill?
I guess it would be a double department bill. Speaker was second signer
I've never
on this
seen
bill,
you
so it's involved in.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
All right, any questions? I've got him flustered. I don't want to embarrass the man.
Thank you.
You did great. Double department bill. Representative Leverett, what say you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I was asked to address 4 bills today. 2 of them are on the first page of the yellow sheet, I believe down toward the bottom, 85 and 86. I
Okay.
believe I've already presented those, Mr. Chairman.
You
Those
have.
are the bills that reform structured judicial pay.
Yep.
The 2 new ones are 327, which I think is toward the bottom of page 3, maybe?
Page 3.
And that is the fiduciary law section bill that amends various provisions of the probate and trust code, and then some in the banking code to the extent they impact fiduciary and trust accounts. It's requested by the fiduciary section of the State Bar of Georgia, and we would appreciate getting that moved this year. And then 530, which is on page 5, I believe, toward the top, is a bill that would authorize electronic filing in probate courts, and that's based on the same statute that passed out of the General Assembly several years ago with respect to superior courts.
Any questions for the author of the bill? Hearing none, thank you.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Come on up. How we doing?
Good, good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. I present for your consideration House Bill 181, which is on the second yellow page. HB 181 removes a costly and duplicative step for Georgia families who adopt children internationally. Currently, when a Georgia family adopts a child internationally and they go through the process at the federal level of verifying that adoption, legitimizing that adoption, and obtaining a certificate of citizenship, they bring that child home to Georgia, and we are one of a dwindling number of states that requires that family to go through a readoption process that is both costly and duplicative. This bill removes that requirement of going to court and hiring an attorney in order to grant that child a certificate of foreign birth. So instead, what they can do if HB 181 passes, they will submit the same documentation to the Department of Vital Records and allow that child to get their certificate of foreign birth.
Any questions for Representative Earhart? Is that you? The majority whip.
Representative Earhart, do you have any idea how many of these adoptions occur each year that impact Georgia families?
I've been told hundreds. Many of us do have constituents. I have two families that I can think of right now in my district that adopted children internationally. The cost of this extra step, the readoption process, is somewhere between $2,000 and $6,000.
This is a very kind and compassionate piece of legislation,
Yes.
and given the opportunity, I hope to help you with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Man, I've never heard him be that nice. Yeah, well, who's that? Who is that guy?
This isn't being recorded, is it?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be on this committee.
He fights for families, so appreciate that.
He fights for everything. He's a fighter. All right, no more questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chairman Powell, how are you doing today, my friend?
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. I bring to you today one bill, House Bill 455 on the fifth sheet. This is the bingo bill, something I know is near and dear to my friend, the chairman's heart. You know, our bingo statutes have always been legal for 501c3 and charitable organizations to raise money. This statute hadn't been changed in a number of years. Currently, they can do a bingo session and give up to $3,000 worth of prizes and such. We're doubling that to 6, and we're allowing them to do up to 3 sessions a day, which would make it $2,000 a session as opposed to 3 or 2 $3,000 sessions. We're also raising that the amount that they can pay skilled people to run these games from an antiquated figure of $30 a day up to $150 a day. Hadn't changed the number of games they can have a month. It's still at 31, and that's the key to prevent this from becoming a commercialized venture. Be glad to stand for a question, and the AMVETs, the VFWs, and all of those groups would certainly appreciate you.
Is it true that a healthy mustache will increase your chances of winning bingo?
I wish it would get you more sex, but it doesn't.
I should have known better. I knew better. I knew better, and I did it. I couldn't resist. Man.
If there's no questions, I'd also like to ask.
Got me again. All right. No more questions. No more questions.
I would also like to ask for HB 74 that I've already asked for.
74 is still available. Yes, sir.
That's the bill that's very simple. It just puts the COAM division under the lottery, under the Administrative Procedures Act, so that whenever they're promulgating rules and regs, they advertise them and they take testimony, and then whatever the result, they report it back to both the Senate and the House what their rules are.
It's a good bill.
Thank you, ladies and
Hold
gentlemen.
on, we got a question, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman.
Sorry.
Today, I know you and I line up on a lot of this stuff. The bingo, is it the old school kind of bingo game, or does it involve these COAM machines or anything like that? to
No,
play
sir,
bingo?
it's an old style game, the
Okay.
old kind that you got a card and somebody's up there calling out numbers.
Good. The home I'll soon be living in, I'm sure we'll have bingo at least once a week.
Well, I'm just so glad that
do-
you're soft and kinder and compassionate today, my good friend.
It's a process. Thank you.
All right. No, any more? Oh, Mr. Treasurer, you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to be leaving in 2 weeks, and you know I'm I'm passionate about sports betting. Would this be able to be amended?
No, sir, I would rather it not be since it finally, all the stars have lined up, and everybody understands that it takes a constitutional amendment and can't just be pulled out of the air.
Yeah.
And hopefully, by the time you come back to Georgia in 4 or 5 years, that hopefully the wisdom of the General Assembly, that they'll see that sports betting produces a minimal amount of revenue, and there's no jobs, but if they do destination resort casinos, that's about $5 billion a year that could go to something like health care.
Bingo. I like it.
Bingo. He'd probably give you a tour of Fort Knox.
And I would
if you'd let
really
him.
like to thank the soon-to-be former chairman for his courtesies over the year and taking stands.
That's right. Great question, Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you.
If there's no more questions, bingo.
Bingo. We're going to move on. We killed that one. Chairman Williamson, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm here to ask for House Bill 348. It's the bottom, last one on page 3. It simply modernizes or takes the handcuffs off businesses that are well capitalized that want to self-insure more of their risk through a captive insurance company. Be happy to answer any questions. It comes without any no objections from any party.
All right. I don't see any questions. Thank you, sir. Representative Franklin, how are you today?
Good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've mentioned this bill in your committee before, but it's House Bill 428. It's on page 4, and it just codifies the language of IVF in Georgia so that families can continue to have that access to IVF.
All right. Any questions? No questions.
I got one more if I'm willing.
Sure, go ahead.
If you're willing.
Is it on the sheet?
It's on the sheet, yes, sir. It's on the first page, House Bill 78, and that increases alternative investments for the employment retirement systems and the firemen's pension funds. That's
All
what that
right.
does.
No questions.
Thank you, sir.
Representative Hong, how are you?
Very good, Chairman and members of committee. I have HB 217. It's page 3 on your yellow sheet. This is an agency bill for the technical college system, and this bill will extend the dual achievement pilot program for another 5 years. This program allows high school students who have withdrawn from high school to be able to get a second chance and get their high school diploma, as well as a certificate in some type of technical program.
Good bill. Good bill. Any questions? No questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Representative LaHood, how are you today?
Great, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'm here to present, again, House Bill 513 on the top of page 5. I've been talking with ACCG and GMA about this bill. They both support it. They all agree that this will help children, seniors, everybody in between. Great bill. And what it does is just clarifies service delivery strategy and the revenue sources counties can use to serve in unincorporated areas.
Okay. All about children and seniors and everybody else. Any questions? And farmers. I think they qualify.
Farmers, yeah. And Senator Robertson, we got a bingo starting at 2 at some senior living communities down the road if you want to make it.
They said it's 2, right?
2.
Yes. And then dinner served at 2:30.
Bedtime at 3.
4:30 for the late night crowd.
Okay, gotcha. I love it. All right, no questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Gamble, you're back.
I'm back. Hey, Chairman, good to be with you all today. House Bill 192, I think it's on the second page towards the bottom, is the governor's top state for talent legislation that is actually a recommendation of the study committee that you chaired on Study Committee on Dual Enrollment for Highly Skilled Talent at Younger Ages. And so it codifies the match program that we started. We're in the second year of that, where we send all the seniors a letter of the schools of where they are eligible to go, whether that's a state school in the university system or technical college. And then also it continues to encourage articulation agreements between the university system and the technical college system, and of course the Department of Education CTA programs and the university system and technical college system. So it's an alignment bill to enhance workforce development and make sure that we continue to be the top state for talent. So that's the bill.
And it came out of a study committee I chaired, so you know
Great,
it's good legislation.
great recommendation.
Glad y'all finally took it. That was like 3 years ago, wasn't it?
It was. Two.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What took you so long?
Well, we had, the first year was last year's bill that,
Why didn't you do all my recommendations at once?
well, we're picking them off.
Should I have made
Number
that
one.
recommendation? I'm just kidding. Not really. Any questions? All right.
Thank you.
You're good. Good piece of legislation. Representative Jones, how are you this afternoon?
Fine, and you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, I have House Bill 175. It's on the second page. It is an agency bill for decal, and it brings up the background check process up to the new federal standard.
I don't see any questions.
Great, thank you very much.
Job. Representative Clark, son-in-law to the Treasurer of the United States of America.
That's right. And honored to call him my father-in-law, especially now.
That's the first time he's ever admitted that in public. Wow, that's how you get your bill picked.
That's right. I'm on page 3, House Bill 253, called Ethan's Law. And it just simply, it bans the out-of-state reunification camps, because right now kids can be in custody battles. They'll be sent out of state, out of the jurisdiction of the state. And it's just stopping that. If you go Google that, I mean, the stories that you read and the trauma on the kids getting ripped away from the legal guardian, sent to these reunification camp type programs, and it's just simply stopping that.
That's a problem. Senator Robertson.
Who sends these children to these reunification camps outside of the state of Georgia?
It's in custody battles in Superior Court,
Is this by court order that they're sending them out?
Court order, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And it just kind of closes that loophole, because, I mean, nothing good comes out of that.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, Senator Ann Vittardi, you're recognized.
Representative Clark, if you had a recommendation to give your father-in-law of a coin to have produced at the U.S. Mint, what would it be?
Ooh, I'd go with the Rules Chairman of the Senate.
What, say it again?
State your question again.
Representative Clark, if you had your way for your father-in-law to print a U.S. coin at the U.S. Mint, what is your recommendation?
Who would be on
Who
it?
would be on the coin?
Please say me. Please say
I
me.
mean, I won't be prideful, but I think, I mean, I'm his favorite son-in-law, so he would definitely want to put me
So
on
you
there.
want yourself on the coin?
No, I'm saying I think he would choose that. I would say no.
He says he's his only son.
You're his favorite and his least favorite. Mr. Treasurer, did you have something to add? If I know your father-in-law well enough, he's going to put himself on there.
And I definitely support that, and I'll make the motion.
I'm just kidding. Sort of. All right. Oh, Senator Anderson.
Representative Clark, could you give a reason why you always get in the passenger seat of your truck in the parking deck?
It's a fair question.
Well, we keep fighting over the spot down in the parking garage, and we block each other in. But so that's why I'm excited he just got this appointment. So I'll officially have that spot for good.
That is great. Once again, great way to get your bill picked.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Of the
Appreciate
Vance
you.
type.
We got
What you got?
We got on House Bill 216, third page, second down from the top. This is the Richard Smith CHIPS Act. It came through last session, but we worked again with Economic Development and DCA in the governor's office and pretty much simplified it. It's a marketing tool to draw the chips industry to the state of Georgia.
Good bill. Any questions? Hearing none.
Thank
you. All right. Representative Stevens. You gonna read from your phone?
No, I'm just making sure I had the right page number.
Okay.
Page 4, House Bill 473.
Thought you were about to read a speech or something.
No, sir, I'm short. This is an agency bill,
I'm short.
drugs and narcotics.
You're medium height. Go ahead.
And it's the annual drug update bill. That's short.
Drug update. Good job.
Thank you.
You didn't even have to read your phone. Proud of you. All right. Representative Petrie, how are you doing today?
Thank you, Chairman. Doing well.
On your sheet today, I have House Bill 443. This is a great coastal bill. It's one we've worked on with Chairman Anderson here and others. This is a bill for our Georgia offshore fishermen, and our goal here is to create an offshore or a reef migratory fishing endorsement to our saltwater fishing license that will allow us $10 per resident, $20 non-resident to raise revenues to do our own surveys. So the challenge we're trying to deal with is right now all of our fishery offshore, which is managed by the federal government, they are managing that with data that has no statistical rigor based on the totality of the Atlantic coast rather than the Georgia coast. So we want to do our own surveys, understand how the fishery is doing here in Georgia, so we can regulate it ourselves like other states on the Gulf of America and Florida have done.
Any questions about fish or fisheries or rigor? You used some SAT words there. That was good.
Thank you, sir.
Senator Rett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Have you ever been deep sea fishing?
Yes, sir, I have. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's an
Next.
expensive endeavor. So the $10 fee this is being proposed and offered by our fishermen. They want to have see better control. I'm sure every one of you have had emails about red snapper.
No.
And about how mismanaged they are by the federal government. Has a lot to do with that.
Okay.
Thank you, Chairman.
No more questions. Now, one of the finest delegations in all the land,
Thank you, Mr.
Coweta
Chairman.
County.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. I've got House Bill 108. It's at the bottom of the first page. This is the SAVE Act. This is in fact, it's the same bill that the Senate passed out last year as Senate Bill 451. But it is simply a measure to install the proper guardrails to regulate the claims consultant industry so that when our veterans go to seek their benefits, they are not getting scammed.
Good bill. Any questions? No questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. My representative, Madam Chair,
And my senator.
how are you?
Good
Welcome back.
afternoon, everyone. Thank you for listening to me today. It's page 3, top of the page on your yellow sheet, House Bill 208, and it's the license plate bill for several special interest groups, of which we all have special interest in.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. No questions. Representative Ballinger, how are you doing today, Madam Chair?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the opportunity to be before this austere body. My bill, 433, is located on page 4, 6 down from the top. This allows DFACs access to parts of the GCIC that they can't now see. I'll be
All
happy
right.
to answer any questions.
Any questions? No questions.
Thank you.
Mr. Blackman. Come on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Page 3, the fourth one down, House Bill 222. Members of the committee, it just asks for some additional contact information to improve the communication between the court and the principal and the surety during criminal proceedings. Our clerk of Houston County has asked Chairman Walker and I to try to bring this forward.
How's it going for him? Now it's your turn. All right. Any questions? I got a question from Senator Robertson.
Chairman, could you explain a little bit about this inclusion of certain contact information?
I probably told you about as much as I know about this this type of code section, but I do think it's meant to establish some additional communication points between the principal and the surety and the court.
Okay, so just to make sure everybody's understanding where the property is, the assets are related to the bond?
Anything that they would communicate back and forth on, I think this is just some additional points of communication. You add the email address and a phone number.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You mentioned assets and bonds. Mr. Treasurer, do you approve of this? All right, thumbs up. That's good. Mr. Treasurer of the United States of America. gave you
It's
a
a
thumbs
beautiful
up.
thing. Thank
It
you, Mr.
is.
Chairman, members of the committee.
Representative McCollum, how are you doing today, sir?
Good, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. I have HB 575. It's a Georgia Department of Transportation bill. Section 1 gives the department more leeway on 2 publishing days for public hearing due to some local papers being published weekly now. Section 2 gives the department the ability to negotiate with condominium associations for common areas. Section 3 codifies GDOT TRIP program to pay bonuses to get tractor trailers off the road, clear the roadways. And Section 4 gives the department a head start on getting the utilities moved to widen the road for widening projects.
Okay. Any questions? Is that good? It looks delicious. No, I'm good, thank you. Would you like one?
I'll take one, sure, if the chairman is offering.
You can have the rest of his. He's got cooties, though. Just FYI.
Thank you for looking out and helping me, Mr. Chairman.
Penicillin cures all. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Representative Martinez, come on up.
Thank you, Chairman. I have
Absolutely.
House Bill 325, third page. I think it's towards the bottom, sir. This bill allows a military judge to enter a military protective order against guardsman who is an alleged perpetrator of a crime who is now stalking the victim. This gives the guardsman who is the alleged victim the same protections as they would if he or she were on active duty, installation 24/7. That's basically it.
Any questions? It's kind of dealing with federal government. Mr. Treasurer, you approve of this? I mean, is that kind of a little one, or he's kind of lukewarm. You may want to sell him on it.
Good.
His name's going to be on every printed money, so.
I like that. I like that.
All right, I don't have any more questions. Senator Strickland's carrying it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Maybe. Mr. Vice Chairman of the Georgia State House. How are you, sir?
Good, Mr. Vice Chairman. How you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Good to see you. House Bill 288, I think it's on the third page. It's pro-law enforcement bill that ensures due process for officers accused of credibility issues by district attorneys, gives them an opportunity to clear their name, and also sets standards for certification for sheriffs.
Okay. Any questions for the Vice Chairman of the Georgia State House? All right.
And then
You got another one?
Well, it's not on the sheet, but I was told to present it 454. Vince Dooley Battlefield Trust Act.
That was supposed to be on the sheet, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, 454 is available.
So 454 is a bill that would ensure opportunity through DNR to help preserve some of our historic battlefields in Georgia.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right. That one's not available. It's actually in standing committee right now. So we'll get it back over here. All right. Where'd you come from?
I was sitting there and then I got to the end of the line.
Oh, smart.
My leg wouldn't allow me to stand that entire time, so I was sitting on the front row. Then I came over.
I got you. I couldn't see, but I'm glad you're here.
All right, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, thank you. I'm here for House Bill 718.
718. Didn't make the cut.
He told me to come, so that's why I came.
All right. Well, let's hear it real quick.
House Bill 718 designates the first week in April as Women's Golf Week.
Ooh.
And that's what the bill is about.
Speaking my language. Might have to make that available. And then the second week, it's going to be something else.
Yes, whatever you like that
Maybe.
week to be, that's
Okay.
what we will have.
All right. I like all weeks. Especially golf. Yeah. Well, we'll make it. Let's give them a whole quarter. All right. Senator James, are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Any questions for the author of the bill? All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Representative Bazemore, did you want to speak?
I do, thank you. I appreciate it. And I do not see House Bill 200 on the list, but I was informed that I should be here to present it.
What you got?
What do I have? So, House Bill 200, there's a substitute. So it is LC 620204S.
Okay. Tell us briefly what it does.
Okay, so the bill in Section 1 outlines how the state of Georgia and the House and Senate will support the disabled community and disabled students of Georgia. Starting in July of 2027, any new elementary school built in the state of Georgia with a playground will have an enhanced minimum set of standards of such playground.
200. Hey, Representative Bazemore.
Yes.
That bill's in education and youth.
That's why.
Sorry.
They
Yeah.
told me room 450
They might be meeting in here after we're done.
after.
That's
Okay.
probably what it is.
Thank you.
Oh, is that why you're here, Senator Hill?
You are.
Did you want?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you
you'll present it to that chairman.
Okay, wonderful. You heard the beginning, so support.
But I appreciate you bringing it forward. I know to look for it now. Senator, yeah, I like your style though. You know, let's just bypass the committee process.
Thank you.
Hey, a smooth operator. I like it.
Hold on, let me see.
You can tell she's from my neck of the woods. All right, Senator James, you want to just come up here to the table and we'll get you there on mic 12.
Thank you
That might
very
be a little easier for you.
The scooters are broken in here in this
No, I'm
Capitol.
sorry.
And,
Talk to Chairman
And I couldn't
Albers,
find my
is
walker,
Chairman of
so-
Public Safety, and he'll get that fixed for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have come to inquire and ask that you put Senate Resolution 363 on your consideration calendar.
363.
Resolution, and it was for my Yellow Rose recipient. I have yet to discover why it was not a privileged resolution. It's for Alicia Thomas Searcy, who was a state representative for a while, but it didn't have all of that on the resolution for her.
Okay.
Also, she supported the charter schools, and Senator Deal named her to be a principal at one of the charter schools, and so
Did you
that's
put that
how
in the
she
resolution?
left. Excuse
Is that
me.
in the resolution?
I had a resolution. I
Is
have the
that part in
resolution
the
right here.
resolution? No, well, real quick, that resolution's actually in Standing Rules Committee. That's where it got referred. This is our regular standing, or I'm sorry, this is our regular Rules Committee. It's not the Standing Committee.
I sent three letters asking that you hear it before the crossover date, because I couldn't believe that I
Senate
couldn't give
resolution
her.
isn't subject to crossover.
I did ask for it already. I was trying to get it by Yellow Rose Day, like everybody else got theirs, but it didn't for whatever reason come up and come
Okay.
out. I was also going to
Well, as
ask.
we discussed on the floor today, I told you I was
Correct.
I was going to get
So-
you an answer on why that was even sent to Senate Rules.
I
Standing Committee,
hope that
which is
it-
not this committee.
I was hoping it was a privileged resolution, as was Senate Resolution 390. For some reason, it went to our Economic Development Committee, and it was going to be heard this morning, and I couldn't get through the traffic to get there.
Ooh.
But it is for recognizing this young man that grew up in my neighborhood, not just in my district,
Mm-hmm.
and his mother still lives on my street, and she asked me, he passed away from a heart condition, not from
sorry.
anything else, a year ago, and he would have been 49 today, and his name was Carlos Rico Walker, and his rapper name was Shanty Low. Shanty Low, excuse me. I have to get Shanty Low, okay. But he was a great young man, and he was not a criminal. If you look him up on, on Google, so I hope that it was just the wrong committee, but still, his
That
mother
one's in
just saw me this
that one's
weekend.
in economic development, as
Yes,
you already
and
stated.
it's
It's
I don't
still
know
in
whether
economic
I could
development.
ask, Mr. Chairman is here, if I could ask y'all. if I
Only
could-
Representative Bazemore can bypass committees.
No, no, what I wanted to do is see if we could get it sent to wherever Alicia's bill is going to be sent to. To
Okay.
both chairmen who are here.
All right. Well,
But I
let's
did mention to
look,
my
Madam
new
Chair,
treasurer
for
today.
sake of time, I need to
Mhm.
finish this committee
I
meeting.
know.
So the education and youth. So
I know, I've been waiting all year
Why don't
for
you
these
talk
two.
with the chairman of economic development, which is where that resolution is?
Yes.
Y'all can talk offline, not in this committee.
Sure.
You can talk in his committee if he'll allow.
I don't know
But-
if he's having another one. That's why I was asking for it, only for that reason, and I
Okay.
had it today.
All right, we're
I
gonna,
will
we'll
talk to
discuss
him
that
again.
outside
I asked
of
you
this
two a
committee.
few weeks ago.
All right. All right, we're moving on. Thank you, Madam Chair,
Thank you very much.
for keeping us on point. All right, Chairman Hickman, you got something for us?
Thank you.
I know we're holding up your committee room.
No, I think we actually
There
moved
are
it-
other committee
I think we
rooms.
actually moved it at 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wise.
Yes, sir, I have Senate Resolution 237, which is, I'm extremely excited about. It's another education resolution. But what we've learned in the last few months or so, Jody Barrow with Professional Standards Commission tells us that in December of '24, there were 5,300
this one here.
teacher vacancies in Georgia. Well, the good news about that is there was 6,000 in December of '23. So this resolution is asking the Professional Standards Commission, along in collaboration with the DOE, Department of Early Care and Learning, Teachers Retirement System, the Office of Student Achievement, University System of Georgia, Technical College System, and Georgia Student Finance Commission, all to come together in a collaborative effort in the same room over a period of time to present a report to us by December 1st, the Governor, Lieutenant Governor, and General Assembly as to how we can have some solid recommendations for the improvement of getting teachers in the workforce. Great resolution. Thank you, sir.
All right, no questions.
Thank you, sir.
Representative Williams, would you like to join us? I would like for you to join us. Yeah, you're here.
Well, I was just going to reiterate House Bill 240, the trigger leads bill that we talked about last week.
Yep. Any questions? Good bill. Good bill.
What was that? I missed that.
One's a grave digger, one's a gold digger. Yeah.
Any grave digger, yeah.
All right. Moving on. Anybody else? Representative Martin? Would y'all vote his bills out so he'll leave me alone? Please.
I agree with the chair. House Bill 38 is the completion grant. Mr. Chairman, it's important we get to that. It has a sunset of June 30, 2025. Helps a lot of kids get across the finish line in college. That's House Bill 38. House Bill 445 we've talked about before to let people have a better path to appeal complex personal property and valued at over $200,000.
All right. No questions. Good job. Anybody else out there? Member of the Georgia State House or Georgia State Senate? Speak now or don't. All right, moving on. Let's pick some. We've covered all the rest of these. I'm not gonna read them. Y'all know them. You read them over the weekend. All right, where'd we leave off? All right, hold on. All right, I've got 6 ding-dings, and we're gonna pick an additional 6-ish. So, let's go. The Grave Digger, Senator Williams.
All right. Mr. Chairman, thank you. HB 175.
175.
What a chillin'.
Okay.
That ought to be a ding-ding.
It was not, but good try.
Oh, well.
Back to the top. The President Pro Tem. I'm sorry. Go ahead. State your word.
I apologize. I know I'm probably not in great standing, but I have been skipped for, I haven't had a pick in quite a while.
You had 2 picks.
I thought I came before Representative Williams.
You do. You come 9 before him.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I keep a list and I write down.
Can I have a pick?
You're no.
Good try, good try.
You had your last 2 picks. You got a ding ding for 112, and then you picked 584.
Sorry.
Pretty good record keeping them there. Mercedes.
My bad.
Would you like to dispute?
No, sir. I won't appeal.
I could send you to the appeals committee.
I apologize.
Over here, my secretary chairs the appeals committee. What's your ruling, Mr. Secretary? Oh, well, there you go. And then the appeals to the appeals committee is my vice chairman.
I just thought it was in alphabetical order.
Oh, man, all right. All right, anything else? You're out of avenues here.
I should keep my mouth shut.
As we were. President Pro Tem, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How about a good bill from the House they've sent to us? How about House Bill 307?
307. Great bill. Great bill. Kennedy. Oh, wait. I need to write it on my sheet. 307. All right. Leader Gooch.
It's a heavy topic. House Bill 164.
House Bill 164. Good pick. Good
How
pick.
about, you mean to get the other one now?
Yeah, let's go
How
for
about House Bill 241?
241. Okay.
Mr. Rhodes. Is that a bad bill? Is it? You're going to vote against it?
241.
No, it's not.
I gotta remember to do that. All right. Leader Jones.
Mr. Chair, how about page 5, HB 551?
What? We didn't. Oh, you're saying it's not out of committee? I'm sorry, what was that number again? Mercedes, quit distracting me.
551 on page 5.
551,
Yes.
page 5. Good bill, good bill.
So on page 5, and it's 3 numbers down.
Look at, Senator Rhett is on point today. I'm proud of you. You've come a long way. My vice chairman and chairman of the appeals to the appeals committee.
All right. House Bill 428, in vitro fertilization.
Ooh. 428 is.
Oh,
Look at that.
my goodness.
6.
That's a good idea. House Bill 473, drug updates.
73. 473. All right, how many is that? 7, and I've only got 2 ding-dings. All right, I'm gonna save us some time here. All right, add SR 292. Did we go over that one? Yep, that's available. HB 484. HB 196. HB 196. HB 579. I've added 292, 484, SR 292, HB 484, 196, 579. Y'all got that one? Chairman Anderson, you keeping up? And then HB 86 and HB 208. All right. So let's review. I've got, check me on these two, Mercedes. All right, SR 292, HB 86, HB 164, HB 175, HB 196, HB 208, HB 241, HB 307, HB 428, HB 473, HB 484, HB 551, and HB 579. Any questions? All right, what's the will of the committee? I got a motion from Senator Anderson. You sure? You sure you want to second this? That we didn't get you a pick. We got a second. I just don't want you to do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. We got a second from Secretary Walker. Any further discussion? Senator Rutt, you're recognized. Make it quick.
For that attempt by Senator Walker, does he get a ding dong?
No. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carries unanimous. Get to your committees. Get us the bills, the good ones. You can keep the bad ones.
Might as well claim it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for fighting for the people of Middle Georgia. Meeting adjourned.